let's go ahead and get started. Our first pose today is child's pose. So we'll get started with your big toes touching near the back of your mat. Your knees can spread wide. Start to crawl your fingers out long in front of you. Let your belly nuzzle down in between your thighs. And start to come into your breath. Take a couple deep inhales and exhales here. On your next inhale, start to press into your hands. We'll come up to hands, knees, tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Then inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. Exhale, curl and round, really arch through your spine. Inhale, cow pose, look up. Exhale, cat. Push the mat away from you. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take a couple more rounds, moving with your breath. And then we'll move our hands out about 1 hand length in front. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Make sure you set up your down dog, all 10 fingers pointing to the top of your mat, pressing down between your index fingers and your thumbs. Feet are hip width distance apart. Breathe here. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Take small little steps up to meet your hands. Step your feet hip width distance. We'll come into ragdoll pose. You can interlace your fingers in opposite elbow creases. Sway side to side if that feels good. As much bend in your knees as you need here to bring your belly down to your thighs. Release your hands down to your mat. Toe heel your big toes to touch with a sliver in between your heels. And we'll inhale, roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes up very relaxed. We'll set up our feet for our mountain pose. Come up to the top of your mat. Feet can be hip width distance or big toes to touch. Then inhale your arms up by your ears. Roll your shoulders away from those ears. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, lift halfway, press into your shins, nice flat back here. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank. Hinge forward on your tippy toes, hug your elbows really close to your ribs, lower all the way down to your belly. Press the tops of your feet firmly into your mat. Inhale, peel just your heart up, baby cobra. Little to no weight in your hands here. Slowly lower down. Tuck your toes, press into your hands. First to high plank, then hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here in your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel forward. You can walk, step, or jump. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, mountain pose, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank. Here, you're welcome to lower all the way down and take that baby cobra, or you can hinge forward on your tippy toes, hug your elbows to your sides, lower halfway, chaturanga. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, peel your heart up, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breaths here in your down dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, sit into chair pose. So sit your hips low like you're sitting into an imaginary chair behind you. Peek down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Maybe move your knees back in space. You can lift your arms up by your ears or leave your hands at heart center. Maybe try to stack your shoulders over your hips and sit a little lower. Breathe here. This is where we start to feel the burn in those glutes. Stay with your breath. Now on your next inhale, start to straighten your legs. Come up onto your tippy toes. Come into diver's pose. Breathe here. Inhale, back to chair. Inhale, straighten. Come up onto those tippy toes. Diver's pose. Breathing here. And back to chair. Starting to feel the burn. Stay with it. We're going to do that a couple more times. Straighten, reach back. Come up onto those tippy toes. And back to chair. 2 more rounds. You can do it. Inhale, come up on tippy toes. Reaching back behind you. Back to chair. 1 more time. You got this. Inhale, come up onto those tippy toes. Nice straight legs here. Exhale, back to chair. 1 breath here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Take your vinyasa. Slowly lower down. Inhale, peel up, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, your leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, twist. Inhale, your leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Press firmly into the ball of your back foot. Inhale, rise up. High lunge, crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now press firmly into this front leg. We're going to start to launch forward, coming into a warrior 3 variation here. So try to square your hips to the floor. Back heel is pressing back into an imaginary wall behind you. You can keep your hands right here at heart center. Maybe they reach back, airplane arms. Breathe here, we're burning, building that strength, that stability. Bring your hands back to heart center. Exhale, slowly lower that back foot back to your high lunge, crescent lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Check in that your front heel lines up with your back arch. Back pinky toe side of that back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Big lunge in this front leg here. Fingers spread wide. Looking out in front of that front middle finger. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Keeping that bend in your front leg. Breathing space into this right rib cage here. Breathe into it. Inhale, hinge forward from your hip, reach, reach, reach. Bring your elbow inside your knee. Peel your left arm open, side angle. Big breaths here. Inhale, lower that top hand. Step your foot back. Vinyasa. Inhale, peel your heart up. Exhale, downward facing. One extra breath here to prepare. Then inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, your leg high. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, your leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, twist. Inhale, your leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Press firmly into the ball of your back foot. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge, high lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, start to reach forward from the crown of your head. Press firmly into this front leg and then launch into warrior three. Variation here with your hands at heart center. Press your back foot firmly into a back wall behind you, real or imaginary. You can reach your arms behind you if you want a little bit more. Or keep your hands right at heart center. Breathe here. And your next exhale, gently set that back foot down. Come back to your high lunge, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Readjust those feet. Check for your heel to arch alignment. Back pinky to the side, presses firmly into the mat. Spread wide through your fingers. Roll your shoulders together behind you. Breathe here. Maybe parallel this front leg all the way with your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Breathing space into your left side body now. Keeping that bend in your front leg. Inhale, start to hinge forward from your hip. Reach, reach, reach. Bring your elbow inside your knee. Feel that top arm open. Come into side angle here. Working to stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Spread wide through the fingers on that top hand. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hand. Step your foot back. Vinyasa. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Let's do another one. Big breath in. Open your mouth, let go. Coming back. Just slow inhales and exhales through your nose when you're ready. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, sit into chair pose. Sit those hips really low. Peek down, make sure you can see those toes. Breathing here. You can leave your hands at heart center. That feels more comfortable. Or arms up by your ears if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Sit your hips a little lower. Keep breathing. Inhale, come into our diver's pose. Come up onto those toes, straighten your legs. Back to chair. Breathing here. Inhale, diver's pose. Back to chair. 3 more times. You guys got this. Diver. Coming up onto those toes. Back to chair. 2 more times. You can do it. Diver's pose. Back to chair. Sit your hips really low. 1 more time. Diver's pose. all the way up onto your tippy toes. Back to chair. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Inhale, peel your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Press firmly into the ball of that back foot. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Take a big breath in, bring your hands to heart center. We're gonna launch forward into our warrior three variation again. Stamp that back foot into the wall behind you. Breathe here. Maybe reaching your arms by your ears. Big breath in. Exhale, set that foot back, landing in your lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, hinge forward from your hips. Reach, reach, reach. Come into side angle, peel open. Big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa. Inhale, peel your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, start to launch forward, come into that warrior three variation. Finding your balance here. Maybe reaching your arms by your ears. Inhale. Exhale, set that back foot back into your crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Big breath in, start to hinge forward from your hip. Bring your elbow inside your knee. Peel that top arm open, side angle. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your foot back, vinyasa. Inhale, peel your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And go ahead and lower down onto your shins, come into your child's pose. Catch your breath here. Feel free to take some open mouth exhales to release any heat. And we'll make our way down onto our backs when you're ready. Coming into a happy baby. You can reach inside your legs for the outsides of your feet or grab your big toes. Really pull your knees into your armpits. You can rock side to side here. Beginning to slow your breath back down. Really try to lengthen your entire spine all the way in, all the way to your tailbone into your mat. And release your feet, hug your knees into your chest. And we'll take a gentle spinal twist here. So take your knees over to the left, open up your right arm. Try to press both shoulders firmly into your mat. You can take your gaze straight up or over to the right. Gentle spinal twist here. Beginning to return to your normal breath. On your next inhale, hug your knees back into center. Give yourself a squeeze to reset. And gently take your knees over to the other side. Open up that opposite arm. Both shoulders pressing into your mat. Gaze is up or to the left. Gentle breaths here. On your next inhale, hug back into center. Give yourself a squeeze to reset. Curl up into a teeny tiny little ball. Really hug your nose to your knees to your nose. Take a big breath in. And exhale, release into Shavasana. Final resting pose. Take up space. Let your feet splay open to the edges of your mat. Arms rest down by your sides. Palms face up. Release any remaining tension from your forehead. Unclench your jaw. Total body relaxation here. You're welcome to rest in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. This is the most important yoga pose where you get to reap the benefits of all of that hard work you just did. Stay for 5 minutes if you can. If it's time to move on with your day, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take some gentle wrist and ankle circles. Reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. And then roll over onto your right side, coming into fetal position. Taking a couple moments here to be grateful. Grateful for taking this time to practice, to come to your mat, to move and breathe. And keeping your eyes closed, press into your hand, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your palms to touch at heart center. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to Psych E-Truth for the rest of this series and follow me on social media. The links are below. And please leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks.